You know the vibes. www.damecomic.com, DAYMCOMIC.com. Click the link below. Order your comic books right now. They're dropping in a few months. Don't be without one.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Antonio. Alright, Method Man, Wendy Williams. Alright, it's out there. Well, let's get into it. You know 50 Cent was going to have to chime in on this one. So 50 Cent put some crazy memes up on. He was goofing on Method Man for sleeping with Wendy Williams. And I'm like, I would goof on Method Man for sleeping with current Wendy Williams, but this is Wendy Williams when she's like 36. And Method was like 25, 26. You know, they're about 10 years. She's 10 years older than him. I think. So no, she's 56, he's 49. So that's so she had a few years on him, but she not quite a decade, but she's just a little old or something. But yeah, so he's like 26 or maybe she's like 35 or whatever, however that works. So, or 34. So it wasn't that big a thing. And if you saw those old pictures of Wendy, I remember, because I used to watch Wendy Williams on VH1. She had a show on VH1. That's when I first saw Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne the God was her color guy or whatever, the B mic, where, it's his job to come in and do all the crazy stuff. Pretty much what he does on The Breakfast Club now, except now he's the A mic. A lot of times, like somebody like DJ Envy, which would be like a B mic, he acts as more of the host, and then Charlemagne would, a lot of those main interviews, Charlemagne will handle it, but he'll still have to get them little crazy jabs in at the guests, poking fun at them and all that kind of stuff. But he would do that. Wendy would ask these questions, and then Charlemagne would come in and say some craziness that was just outrageous, and that's what it was. So that's where I first saw it. They were kind of doing like, I used to watch Howard Stern show on E, and that's how Wendy Williams' show was. VH1 was filming her for that, and that's where she came from. Back then, but you going back like about 20 years, Wendy looked pretty good 20 years ago. I ain't gonna lie. She did. She was, hell, it's different looking at a woman. I'm like, okay, I'm looking at her now. She's 56 years old. She ain't the same woman she was, say, 20 years ago when she's like 36. That's people age. But when she was in her mid-30s, Wendy did all right. And it's kind of crazy. I was looking at everything when this whole Wendy Williams Method Man thing popped off. Wendy Williams has something in common with Corinne Steffens' Superhead. Wendy Williams did the, I think it was called Diary of a Video Vixen, the Superhead documentary that was produced by DJ Vlad TV. Wendy, if you watched that, I watched it a couple times. It was actually pretty good. But if you watched it, Wendy Williams was the narrator on that. And Corinne Steffens had written this book. And she name dropped so many people, like, what was it, like Ja Rule, and she put Jay-Z out there. There was so many celebrities that she had put her, Lil Wayne, that she messed with. And like I said, Wendy Williams was the narrator on her documentary. But in the Superhead book, she didn't name, she just told her stories, but she didn't put a lot of the rappers' real names out there. And there was one rapper that she changed his name, but out of all the guys that she had been with that dogged her out, this other guy, he was in a relationship with another woman, but Superhead said that this rapper treated her with respect. Her book started selling, she started doing her press tour, and she finally put it out there that the person who she hadn't identified was actually Method Man. Method Man had apparently hooked up with Superhead, and he treated her with respect by her own, treated her better than a lot of guys that she had been in actual relationships with. And then she just violated this man to moved on, and he's rebuilding. He got a good relationship going. And then she put it out there, yeah, such and such in my book was actually Method Man. And he was with this other woman at the same time, cheating on her or whatever, but I'm putting him out there. I'm putting him on blast. So I didn't respect that move. I mean, she sold a lot of books, though. I ain't gonna lie. But I thought that was interesting because I was like, okay, so Method Man hooked up with Superhead. Method Man hooked up with Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams does the Superhead documentary. And then, so like I said, it all comes, and then, and Method Man goes on to work for 50 Cent on Power Book 2. And now 50 Cent is goofing on Method Man for sleeping with Wendy Williams over 20 years ago. So I don't know. Life is a circle. Everything, the circle of life, everybody. But if, I don't know, if anybody saw Wendy's interview and they had their little thoughts and everything, get in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And please check out my podcast at anchor.fm/AkariPress, or just type in Akari Press on your favorite podcasting platform. I'm out.